Today we want to give you an example of blended learning. Over the last year I've been teaching all of my classes in this format, so hopefully it will make sense and you can use it to create some ideas for yourself. So blended learning basically combines traditional teacher-led instruction with online education materials. It allows some student autonomy over time, place, and sometimes even the pace at which they do activities. In this lesson, I'm introducing it in a very traditional way, and I'm going to use Canvas to direct the students to access an online video source, to get content, and then to compare it with info in their textbook. The students are going to get choices in how they choose to accomplish these goals. When teaching in this format, you have to have a lot of flexibility. Students will need to be able to move around. In particular, since some of them are going to be watching YouTube videos, they need to be able to access those in different places. Sometimes they'll do that in group. Sometimes they'll do it individually in the hallway or in pairs. So there's got to be a little bit of flexibility in your willingness as an instructor to let them move into spaces in order to carry out the objectives that you want. After 25 minutes, we reconvened, and now I'm going to try and do a little bit of a formative, see where they are, what they have in terms of their understanding of the topics. On the board, I have the primary causes with specific questions relative to them. So we're going to see, by working individually in small groups, what they came up with, and I will provide greater detail and examples to help them have a better understanding of it. As I do this, I will also, instead of just lead it myself, get them in small discussion groups to give them an opportunity to collaborate and to review some of the things that they just did on their own, so that we then can take it to a new level, under the idea that explaining it to each other gives them a greater depth of understanding as well. The screen, I'm going to show you how to submit this Causes of the Great Depression assessment. I'm going to go to student view so you can see what it's going to look like on yours. All right, so I'm in student view. I'm going to go to modules. I'm going to scroll down here. Causes of the Great Depression assessment. Click there. All right, you are going to make an ARC video. All right, so you're just going to record yourself explaining the causes of the Great Depression based on what we've done so far. In order to do this, I go Submit. From Submit, down here, this little blue thing is ARC. So I click on ARC, and now in this, I literally click Record, Screen Capture, Webcam. We want Webcam. All right. I'm going to allow this to happen. You can do this straight from your MacBook. And then from there, I would go, hey, the causes of the Great Depression include farmers overproducing, the overabundance of consumer credit, this, that, or the other. All right, 2 minutes or less. Stop recording, submit. Now the part you probably aren't going to like is you are going to peer review somebody's. All right? So you'll randomly be assigned. You'll have to comment twice on that.
I'm sorry. Oh, wait. I can just put it here. Perfect. Perfect, man. That's a great idea.
Causes of the Great Depression. Katie's here. Say hi.
Hi, YouTube.
Okay, so one of the main causes of the Great Depression was the stock market crash of 1929. So basically, in the Roaring 20s, people were really reckless with their money, and they were reckless with most things. and they're all like, oh, well, we have a lot of it and we want to get rich fast. We're gonna like invest all of our money into like really risky investments that we know nothing about. Like they're basically just investing.
So that's my example of blended learning. This is what happens in my class on a regular basis. It's a fusion of traditional teacher-led instruction with students working sometimes independently and in groups, utilizing technology as much as we can to enhance what they're learning, and also participating more in helping evaluate and assess what other students are doing on a more regular basis.